right, welcome to the program. My name is Dr. Mankota. You are watching the TPN TV and radio network coming to you live from the United States of America. Well, actually, I am in Sierra Leone. I am not in the United States of America. Um, we can discuss about so many things. I believe, say, the election on the, but the fallout still they continue. So one of the things I want follow we all do, as we always they see. Let me just try send them here quickly for you, so that people then were able for get hold of me. I know say we don't get so many things I don't know, but our country is in a very dangerous stage, and it has to be me and you. Now we supposed for make sure say all the chaos we right now people and they do now this small impoverished nation. Now me and you supposed for make sure say we work very hard for prevent that. And that is what I'm doing as a citizen of this small country. Well, I will tell you now one very important thing. The country is peaceful. Okay. Irrespective of what you know they see on social media, the too many fake news, the country looks like it's peaceful. And we pray to God for make it continue for be peaceful. The political impasse way they go on now the country, I strongly believe say we're going able to resolve our as a nation, not to we start forget political issues. The United States of America, we some of we now they will live up to this time. Thing we happened in 2000 and think 2016, seven. I think was it 2016, 2018 also. Would they still get the same? Still, that problem they happen now America, and America don't they for 249 years after they get independence. They don't get their own democracy for over 240 years. If a country like the United States we advance, they struggle with the democratic processes. What about Sierra Leone? We since 1996, is it 23 years? 28 years or something like that. I don't know. But you will begin to realize we get a long way to go. And as we try for shape the country in democratic processes, um, we can forget hiccups. We can forget people we then they try the level best for the process. Then they try for create chaos within the process. This is something that is going to happen as we take this journey for shape with democratic exercise. So, but how we go able for make sure say we prevent any kind of impasse like what we see today. So we have to do it through patriotism. And this is what I'm going to be talking about today, especially for we brothers and sisters on both sides, the SLPP, the APC. If we're not able for take we patriotism and put them ahead of we party, then we will put ourselves in a very, very dangerous situation. We now remember, not too late to too long it's where we get um a civil war in the country. And not too long it. So within our responsibility, I am more focusing on the diaspora because within I realize where they go on, most of the problems, the instigations, the fake news, they come up from the diaspora. Mostly. I'm not saying 100% of the diaspora they come up, but majority of the fake news, the instigation, the fake news, the things the way they try for destabilize this nation is coming from the diaspora. And why is that? Why we within the diaspora, we don't see how democracies now the advanced world they practice, and we don't be part of them practice then they some of we for a very long time. But why are we still trying to create this chaos in our own country, a small country like Sierra Leone? So we have to stop. We really, really, really have to stop. If we take we party ahead of we country, whoever remain for regret the consequence of that. Because the thing here is people take the young party, they don't care about the stability of the country again. They don't care about waiting now the best way for resolve problems. We not get that problem that patriotism there, and it's very dangerous. It's really really dangerous. The election not done. The ECSL don't call the winner. We happen for be Madabio, and the ECSL give we options. They say if any citizen we not satisfied with the result, there is a legal way for make you go seek for redress. Well, in 2018, they tell we the same thing, and in 2023, they tell we the same thing. Now, me own party, we are the APC party. First of all, Samora Kamara did whatever a candidate supposed to do. For it fought very hard. It fought a very good fight. Okay, it really, really fight. But the prevailing circumstances were not in his favor because there are so many things we happen. We probably we'll get to talk about that. But I want for make a where I go back now, America, where I get good internet connection and I didn't have a studio. So we'll get to talk about this for the next coming 5, 6, 7 months, or even probably a year. For try for take a look at what happened and give a very prudent assessment of the situation, not only for the country in democratic process, but also for the APC party where me belong. Yeah, I see so many. I see so many animosity. I see so many animosity. I see so many anger. I see so many, threats, fake news, manipulations, and all the things in our social media. And sometimes I wonder within myself, if this young democracy were not able for shape them the way we are compatible with modern democracies, if this young democracy were not able for embrace each other, for make we put out some kind of solidified process where the outside world then go able for sit down and say, oh, that's Sierra Leone, that small country, they do very well. If this young democracy will not try for shifter or filter the differences between the process and the country interest, I am afraid we are going to reverse this um, still, shaky peace. But now what they call it, the peace in the country, okay, but it's shaky still. The reason what make us say the peace of the country is still shaky is the fact that we get people then they don't care about anything other than their own selfish interest. That's all they care about. They don't care about any other thing. And I get a first-hand experience, when I come, begin to monitor the situation, see how things that they go on, monitor not only what they happen the ground I am, but also on social media. And one thing I notice, a lot of people they don't care about the country. A lot of people they don't care about the country. And I also notice one thing: the politicians are too manipulative. Our own politicians are too manipulative. This is a fact. This is really a fact. And that's not the danger. Let me make sure. Okay. All right. When I continue for put when I comment at the comment section, I go read una comments by God's power. And as we all know, this is always the culture for make I get interaction with una. Hopefully the lights will be okay. The lights only today is good. So hopefully, they turn me down. But yeah, so people are not patriotic. The politicians are using the innocent people. This is something that I experienced myself, not personally, but what I see, especially in relations to this particular exercise, the elections. People they use social media for foment chaos in this country. If you didn't at the United States of America or in Europe or any side at the diaspora, if you just the listing within social media, they what they call, they're not the ground for making able for know what's in the ground, you will be infected with so many junk. When I say junk, I'm talking about the fake news. And I see people are very, very, confused. People are confused because most of the people they don't get first-hand knowledge about what they go on. Somebody say something, somebody go post something on social media, it go just feel say now authentic something. So what they do, they take them, it consume them, they believe on them, then they begin forward them to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. That's why it go all over. By the time they remember, when they think, that thing is no longer a rumor. People that don't consume them for be a fact. And you will understand what they go on. You it would, if you come and try for say something for say I don't think say this is the right thing, now you then they attack. Yep. Now you now will be the enemy. How people then feel say they know, I they tell you now for a fact. I get a lot of information on this election. I will talk about that. Not to this program. What I want to talk about this program more. I want to talk about the prevailing circumstances. But before I do that, I think I expect for call for talk to Mohammed Bangura member of parliament, because as we all know, especially we within the APC, there is this idea of boycotting this parliamentary session. Well, actually, for the entire governance system for these 5 years. So um, the APC leadership don't pull out a press release for say the APC know they participate, because if they participate, that means say we endorse and we legitimize this SLPP government. For some of you now, when they follow me on social media, because this are the first time this is where they actually talk about this particular topic, and they puts out audio on social media, but are not being get the time for talk about this particular issue on a wider audience like the TPN TV. So today is going to be my first time for actually talk about this particular issue. Let me make it very clear to everybody when they watch me. If you're not APC, please pay attention. This is Dr. Mankota, and they talk so. Will I know me right? If it's left with me, I am against the boycott. Yes, I know say majority of the APC folks, then they in favor of the boycott. Some then support because the leadership say we they do this. So it's kind of loyalty support. It's not necessarily reality support. So you see the differences, eh? Loyalty support, reality support. So majority, they don't know exactly what thing they go on. So then they support anything where the leadership they say. Well, Dr. Mankota, as we all know, now somebody way pragmatic. Before I support something, I know they only look at the short term, and they also look at the long term, and they look at the pros and cons of which I support. Me, an analytical person. Anything when I come out as support, I go to analyze and try to find out waiting, therefore be the outcome, whether this outcome it favor me or we or not. This is always what I do, whether it comes about decision making by we own party, the APC party, or politics in general, are always analytical. That make most times I can get problem with people there, because we get about majority of the APC folks, as long as the leadership don't talk, that's it. That's good. We have to support our leaders, but to what extent? To what extent? Are we going to support the leader because they are the leaders, or are we going to support the leaders because it benefits the APC party? Not the individual, but the APC party. And as you all know me, I always stand with the APC party rather than the individual. This is who I am. And I have been doing this for nearly 2 decades, for some of you who know me. Dr. Mangota is unique na the APC party. Una know that. I have never in my life fighting for my own interests. Never. For nearly 2 decades where I joined the APC party, I don't want to fight for myself, for my own interest. In fact, on the contrary, I always sacrifice my own interest, personal interest, for the collective interest of the APC party. I have done that count without numbers. And I'm going to still continue to do that. We are in a defining moment. I'm talking about the APC party. And when a party like the APC party, they in that kind of situation here, the people with steady mind, the matured people, we not get emotional problems, most times now then they see the reality. Now then we able for no say this action is not good for the party. It may good in the short term, but in the long term, it's not good for the party. This is why I think say as a member of the APC party, I am not challenging my leadership. I follow them, but I have to express my opinion as a democratic member of the APC party, right? That's what makes us democratic, right? And you say, sir, you get the right for express your own opinion too. You can disagree with me respectfully. I like somebody who they disagree with me because that disagreements with respect now ain't we able make we able forget common terms. We come into common terms and understand what's in the way forward. So whatever I am going to say here, it's a personal opinion. Okay. How you don't talk and say, are they against the boycott of this particular boycott? Why? Well, let's start with the arguments where people then put the proponent of this boycott. What's have been the arguments where they say, well, we don't want to legitimize the SLPP government. That's why we have to boycott. The key word there is legitimize. Not so? Well, guess what? What is going to happen? I think on the 13th, now in they say they get for go take oath in the parliament. We go see if the APC party not the APC party parliamentarian and not they go the 54 people there, they know they go for go take oath. We go see. And they pray to God for make the APC party allow we members them, the 54 members, let them go take oath. But waiting, I notice, waiting, then tell me, these people are going to take oath. The 54 members are going to take oath. And after that, they abstain. This is what I have been told by some members of the leadership of the APC party. Because I had a series of conversation with some of the leaders them, where I put on to them saying, waiting at the ramification. I even talked to lawyers them within the APC party, waiting at the ramification of this. One of the things some legal-minded people then tell me is, if the APC party not take oath on the 13th, if at the time down the way they get for take oath, automatically they are no longer members of parliament. So you cannot replace them. Okay? You cannot replace them. But if they go take oath, they are members of parliament. And I believe, say, if this is what is going to happen, then they go take oath on the 13th, then they abstain. By default, we legitimize the government because when you go take oath, you go take oath and say you work for the interests of the country. And there are 3 branches of government. So the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary, right? So these 3 branches make up the government. So if you are one of the 3 branches, then you legitimize this government. So the more you dig deeper into this, the more you begin to find out the complexity of things. If you're not going to take oath, the SLPP are going to, by law, the party we can second at the election, now they're supposed to fill in the seats where the APC vacate. If they take oath and abstain, then the APC party gets about 90 days. I think 90 days. They get about 90 days before the required time for show up lapses. If during these 90 days, there is going to be a negotiation, which I doubt, because it seems the SLPP are praying to God for make we members that they not even show up. Remember, each list per each constituency or something, they get about 10 members on the list. So if the first one not show up, the second one they show up. If the second one not show up, the third one, fourth one, right? So waiting now the hope of the APC leadership, then they go take oath. This is what I have been told. I don't know how true it is. Then they go take oath, then they abstain, and then they want for force the SLPP for make them able negotiate. One of the things where they want for make them do is if they go able cancel the parliamentary election and they rerun out within 6 months. And I then put on the way they call too. But when I talked to some of the leaders, them, this is what they told me. Okay. So why do we want to boycott if we are going to take oath? Acknowledge the fact, say yes, indeed, the people that who will say we no want for legitimize. Now we legitimize that government there. Then what's in the implication? One of the things we may know, I believe, is that in a democratic system, you don't run away. You don't run away. Because if you are not part of the decision making, somebody is going to make decision for you. And most often, the decision where them people need they make for you, you may not like it, but you have to abide by that because that's the law. That's the law. I get some arguments with some of my folks, them, some of the forums, them, where they say, oh, well, right now, they get super majority, they can pass anything where they want for power. Well, it is not always about winning. It is not always about winning. Democracy is very, very complex. There are so many things where the minority were able to do for impede or at least for stop or slow down some of the things that the bad things away the majority want for do. But if you know in a parliament, who is going to say, no, you know what? I don't think say this correct. This certain thing where I also want for say. I like negotiation. During the time of Pakaba, 1996 to 2005, the SLPP being gets super majority, not so. But the APC still function very well. They function very well with the super majority. You see, now only when you become so partisan that you know for reach out to the other side, now in you they get problem for compromise or for negotiate. But me believe that particular house, that parliament, it was meant for negotiation, not always about voting. No, it's meant for negotiation. It meant for compromises. The minority and the majority, and believe say those people are all Sierra Leoneans, right? But if we say with a boycott, the SLPP take over, we don't sit them, it's going to be a disaster because you know what? Then we begin pass law where they try for weaken the opposition. Now this program, some of una way be they follow me here. When I see the one in way I've been the game. You see, a lot of people are waiting. No. I don't say we leaders them way don't in our politics, especially the one the way been on the been in parliament. They know what they can talk so. They know very well. People win election not to most times not to during the ballot the voting. People win election during the legislative process. As we all be know, we I think a couple program we I make with in relations to the PR system. the proportional representation system, what they call uh, district block system. What I've been telling una, now this program, oh, now the watch show, what I've been telling una, I not been telling una say the PR system was meant for the SLPP for take control of the legislature. I warned the APC members of parliament at the time for saying this PR system favors the SLPP. And why? Because I can realize the SLPP has infiltrated the North. And the best way where you go able for succeed for win election, you they bring things where they disadvantage of the opposition. And the SLPP did that. The PR system, hey, now people the back will get analysts just like we so. The only problem where the APC gets is they know they actually listen to the analyst. Now the problem where the APC gets. But the APC get analyst them, the SLPP get analyst them. Probably the SLPP then they listen to their young analyst. The APC not they listen to their young analyst. That is the differences. Then we don't sit down, they don't analyze him based on what then they bring come. Now the North pandemic by election here, they were comfortable for saying if they bring the PR system, then go able gain advantage of the seats in the parliament. I talked about that in this program many times. Some of una were able to attest to which I talk so. I said that, but they're not been listening to it. They're not been listening to it. And now they see what happened. They're surprised. People are surprised. Why you they surprised when we've been on to talk about this months ahead of the election? We don't the one who are saying, hey, this night the SLPP want for do. The SLPP are winning the election in the legislative process. I told you guys, the SLPP were working very hard for make them win the election in the legislative process. And now, I hear some people that they say, oh yeah, the SLPP not going able to pass any lawyer, that is that. Well, I don't understand actually how elections. I want for allow now read a book, how to win an election in a democratic system. When I go find that book, they will read that. The one way they think say we are going able to boycott this and no impact on we own party. When I go read that book, then when I go able to understand why the legislative process is very important in winning election. Okay, let me give you an example. Now, America self. There is a process in America where they call gerrymandering, or some people they call it gerrymandering, where then they redemarcate districts. That's not a process where they make either the Republican then win election at that state there, or the Democrats then win election at that state there. The reason what to make at the given at this example is for long and no same, elections are not always about voting. Voting is the last process in election. So you see, if you not get representation at parliament when some of their election laws are, then they pass them, you are in the mercy of the people where they pass that election day. So if we not believe say, if the APC party not in a parliament, everything will be all right. So let's focus on we own for try for rebuild or something. The rebuilding of the APC party is not dependent on parliament. I want to make it very clear for the people that will watch me. I repeat again. The rebuilding of the APC party does not depend whether we get people in the parliament or not. The winning of election by the APC starts with whether we get people them that parliament day where they pass legislative laws for the election process. And they talk about because some of una get this um misunderstanding of how things then they work. If the APC party not gets anybody na parliament, we say when the time reach for election process, now they do the legislative process before the election is start, we dey at a very big disadvantage. Stay na parliament. I want for make we members them, irrespective of what you think about this election, irrespective of what is the outcome of this election, Dr. Mankota, me dey against for boycott, especially parliament. Okay, like the mayors then, so now how they call them a stand-alone position, but parliament is a national position. Now then they make the laws them. Mayor na a city, parliament na the country. So I don't care much about the mayors or the chairmanship or the councillors. Me also care about them people them there. Yes, they're very important, but they not get for pass laws. We get for determine how elections are going to be held. And if we know for say this particular decision where we leaders then they take at this time is going to affect the APC party in a very, very negative way. Everybody in heart one. Everybody in heart one. Everybody want for say, you know what thing? Me they not attack myself a couple times. When I say I say a bad idea. Now some of the social media forums them. I say a bad idea. People attack me. Well, I am a patient person. I am a mature person. I am an intelligent person. And I'm not emotionally unstable. So I can understand when somebody angry, especially somebody talk something way they against your opinion or view. They go out for attack you. That's fine. But I am not talking about this just to satisfy you. I am talking about this to protect the APC party where we all belong to, where we all like. This is why I am talking about this. I say, are they against this? And that is my own constitutional right for express your opinion because let me see. Okay. Yeah. So this is why I am saying this because I love the APC. Unlike other people, the way always natil, the day behind, that they just they follow. This is not the way Dr. Mankota they do when I join any political party or any organization or anything. Anything where I join, I want to make that thing succeed. And I'm always truthful. Because we leaders them, some of them, they get their own personal objectives way than they call. We know say yes, most of the leaders they get their own personal objective. Some are desperate right now because waiting happens so it will be very difficult for make the APC kind of power again where they go able to get something for it, personally it. So then they fight desperately, even to the extent for sacrifice the APC party. But like I said, I have never in my life fight within the APC party for Dr. Mankota. I always the fight for the collective benefit of the APC party. There are certain things where if me a selfish person and they look the other way, I do like anybody where they do. Oh, love follow. I know say some of the things that way are they try for propose. You know, they're happy with you know they make some of the leaders that they're happy. And if the leaders that they're not happy, They're not going happy with you. Well, it's not about Dr. Mankota. It's not about me. It's about this party where we all like a very, very prosperous and one of the most popular party in the country. With the left arm, we go sit down. We say we focus on rebuilding the APC party. Now, there are people right now waiting on social media. They're listing waiting they go on social media. They are angry past people that we actually know what they go on. I engage some of them. Was it this afternoon? They come and tell you say this or that, But when you ask them, for example, let me take an example. Oh, we need for boycott this because they don't rogue weed, they don't do this, they don't do that. Now when you ask them, you get the result. What's the result where you base your argument? I will tell you. Because he say that this might happen. Now, if he angry past the one we tell ourselves, self. This is the nature, the culture of Sierra Leoneans, especially we within the diaspora. You angry? Why are you angry? Oh, the Rogui democracy is dying out because of this. Okay. Did the APC leadership publish the result? No. Then who say you go get this confidence for saying that this? After the result was pronounced or announced, I see a lot of back and forth. I come out just like every time when something happened. I always they come out and give me your opinion about the APC party. I come out, I give 2 suggestions to the leadership of the APC party. Some of you now actually watch that broadcast. I think that was the last broadcast where I make before I go now upline. And what was the suggestions where again? Okay. Mohammed Kone, when I the electoral commissioner don't come out, he don't announce the result. He say the SLPP don't win with a 56.17% versus the APC 41.16%. And therefore, according to the authority vested on him, His Excellency President Madabiu win the election. Sorry. He said he win the election. But he not just say so. He go further. He tell we say any citizen who not satisfied with this result, you get 7 days for make you legally go now to the Supreme Court for make you go seek for redress. Krishna Top say the same thing. Alpha Ali say the same thing. James Jonas say the same thing. Now, Manuel Kone say the same thing. Okay. Out of the 6 elections we don't hold so far, I don't know much about, I don't think say we get much about the 1996 election. I don't think say there was anybody we going to court for go challenge the election. I think say 2002 also, nobody not go for challenge the election. In 2007, the SLPP went to court and challenged the elections. Some of you know about this history, not so. All right. In 2012, the SLPP also went to court and challenged the election. In 2018, the APC went to court and challenged the election. In 2023, the APC went to court for challenge the election. But what happened? Last minute, then this year. Last minute, the APC say they don't withdraw their case. They're not going to court again. Because why? They not trust the court. Why? Oh, the president of the court na SLPP. I want for now pay attention very carefully. The reason what make at the time for educate, not to the leadership of the APC at the time for educate, they know what they do. I am educating the innocent APC members them. Where they're not getting nothing, what they benefit from the APC other than the love way they get for the APC. And the last thing, where the APC party wants from we leaders them for manipulate with brains. Okay? Okay, me give them two options. First option, make the APC party go to court and go present the evidence for say yes, indeed, the APC party will win the election. Because some people then say the APC party win the election, right? Some of the leaders then they say they win the election, not some. Well, when you say we don't win election, waiting at the next assumption where a lot of people then get, rational people then, when you get the results, now based on the results where you get, now it makes you say we don't win the election, not so. So, in my own opinion, my assumption, the APC party gets the result. And they're supposed to get the result. Because every polling station, the APC party is supposed to get a representative in that station there. But I pay attention, I'm helping the APC party so that we'll not go put yourself in an untenable situation where later we'll not go able to reverse again. It will be too late. And that make I always they preempt things where I don't say they get for camp. For tomorrow, they say Dr. Mankota let go talk, but it better me go talk because I dey always talk sense. Every polling station we expect for say the APC party supposed to get a representation. Okay. Now, how the counting process take place? For some of you, I don't know. If a polling station don't close, the APC party, the SLPP party, the other political party, the international monitoring groups, the observers, them, everybody waiting at that polling station, that's what they see also. Then the election agents, one of them, they turn up, them take the box, they put all the paper there on the table. They put the empty box on the side. Then one of the agents, the election agents, then they take each paper, then they show them to everybody, say, because now I see whose party where this person votes for. Then they say if the person votes for the APC, that's what they would call the paper. So say APC, then put on outside the APC, then they vote. Then they take another paper one by one. Then they show everybody. SLPP, then put on the SLPP side. NGC, then put on the NGC side. Till they don't count, they don't shift all the paper them. The APC paper then at the APC side, the SLPP paper then at the SLPP side. The other political party, they don't vote, then at the other side. After that, that's when they surround so. Then begin count one paper after the other. If they start with the APC, then count. If in that polling station the APC gets, for example, 200 votes, then don't count everybody. The APC, the SLPP, the other party agents, that's what they sit down, so they don't count everything. So after they don't count, they don't get all the figures they wait where each political party gets now that polling station there. Then they ask their political party representation them. We're not satisfied with this, you say yes. We're not all satisfied. We want now we recount again, you say no, we're satisfied. Then they bring the RR form. The RR form, now a form where that they can put the number of votes for each political party. After they don't enter, then votes then they by each political party in name. Then when I look the form, all the political parties and they look this form here. I'm talking about polling station process now. They give us so. When I all look up, now the number this way you bring the CS, now the number this way you bring the CS, then say sign. All the political parties sign. The election agents is sign. Some observers them, where they monitor, the one the way they call, they sign. After that, they make a copy of this. Each political party gets a copy of the RR form. So then the original form will get to now signature. Now in that they send at the district level. Understand, the district level sign them, send them, but then change, instead of do that way they, I think then put her to regional level. Then we get that arguments there. But that's not even necessary, because each political party within another polling station there, it gets the RR form, a copy of the RR form. So you will represent your party. You they take this form now, either snap and send them to your head office, na Freetown, or you will show them the number almost each political party gets, so that your head office will able to tabulate and tally the result for make them able to foresee whether they can lead or not. Okay. Now, if this is the process, you expect the APC party, the SLPP party, the NGC party, or any political party where participate in this election, suppose forget all the RR forms where they give, and they're supposed to forget the results total, because that's they're supposed to tabulate the results. I'm telling you this not as an APC member, I'm telling you this as a patriotic Sierra Leonean, because the last thing what we want now this country again, chaos. We don't want chaos. So now understand what I decide for talk. Now, if Mohammed Kone, it can announce a result where not reflect the RR form where they give now. Okay? What's now your responsibility as a party? What's now the responsibility of the APC party? If they get all them here, you they expect say, because you know they just go claim for say I win the election just for try for satisfy people them, you supporters them. That is manipulation. It's deception. Any political party will claim for say he win election, like the APC, so they must get the result. So I give them two options, suggestion. First one, publish the result. You get the result. There is no violation again, because the electoral commissioner don't already publish the result, because they say the electoral commissioner now get the authority for publish the result, for call without win, not so. They don't already do them. That process they don't pass. We don't get beyond them. Now, what will they try for do? For make we prove say whether the APC party then win this election or not, whether that this election are cheat or not. I tell the APC party saying publish the results where we get from the RR form. If we don't want for publish them at the public, when I go to court, when I go sue, when I go present this result at the court, when I go, I believe say as of before I come on the air, up till I do not publish that result then. And unfortunately, the lawsuit where them go put against the ECSL, before then they even call the lawsuit, the APC leadership, then withdraw the lawsuit. Then withdraw. And now the idea here is for the innocent APC people there, we say we boycott this session, this governance. We able for resolve this problem within a day. I am telling you as a patriotic Sierra Leonean, and I'm not only telling you as a patriotic, I'm telling you as an APC member. The APC party able for resolve this problem within a day. A day. But why? Why up to now we're not able to release this result here? What's happen? I talked to some of the leadership. They are responsible for this election. I'm talking about the APC party. a couple days ago. I say if we are not able to release this result, when I give me the results, me they release the results. Then promise for give me the result up to now, nothing, absolutely. I not get the results. Absolutely. Okay. When I don't tell our supporters, then saying this election we win now. You supporters and then believe you. But no, because also every supporter go able to get the maturity like me so for try for look at things in details for make able to understand what thing they go on. Very, very simple. Okay? Very, very simple. We publish the result. When I look at more ECSL, now read this election. And they even pull a press release or a statement, one of the members, and say, then they try for put all the RR form so that then go send them now international auditing firm. For what? Why do you need an audit from international firm? Something we now already don't get. What is the reason they're not able to tell me why the APC party need an international audit of the forms we then get? New, the National Election Watch. What did they do? They pull out their own data. We take a look at that data then. We analyze them, we compare them, and we come up with a conclusion. Very simple. Very, very simple. So, for boycotts, this session, this governance, to me, it's a big mistake for our party. If we don't want for resolve this problem, then I suggest let's move on and try for find a way for rebuild we party. We'll get 5 years. But I'm started to see certain symptoms of some kind of a civil war is brewing within the APC party. Yeah, you can't talk all kind of nonsense we want to talk about because you have no clue what's in the goal. So talk all kind of nonsense what you want to talk. Okay. Talk, but I am seeing another civil war brewing within the APC party. And the APC leadership gets the responsibility for avert any other civil mayhem within the APC party. We don't go through so much these 5 years. Mami cause, this, that, fight, internal fight. We have gone so much. Please, I'm begging the leadership of the APC party. We will do the right thing so that we were able to save this party. Let's go to parliament and fight. In a democratic system, the minority also gets influence. They also get role to play. We don't prove it so many times. I just don't give now. 1996, 2000. Oh God, yeah. Oh, okay. 2002 election, and we ourselves we don't be majority in 2000 and was it 2007? Yeah, 2007 and 2012. The parliament work amicably, but when we say the only way we will be able for participate in the democratic process is when the margin supposed for be we're able to fight the SLPP. And when I say fight, I'm not talking about violence. I'm talking about strategically. But the last thing we expect from we own party for boycott this. When I not boycott them, we are big. Me are the big one. No, not boycott this. Election is not only for voting. Election is not always for voting. In fact, the voting is not just a kind of a final stage of the election. People win election from legislative process. The members of parliament, we don't in a parliament for a very long, they know what they talk about. You, we dumb, we no one didn't what they go on. You know go believe what they talk. So please, please, please do not boycott this. If you boycott this, and the biggest mistake. I know say yes, a popular within the APC party. The boys within them call leadership. Sometimes they do things, even if you they do things with even that thing they not popular. But if now for the benefit of the party, it better. Later, the one the way vets, then go come back and say, well, I think say they do the right thing. This is what we call good leadership. Not always you go with the popular notion. In the United States of America, slavery was the most popular thing. The government fought against that. They fought against that. Blacks voting, anti-blacks voting right was very, very popular. The government fought against that. Later, they realized actually it's the right thing. So do ya me at the big me leaders them at the APC party. I know it's not before now, but this na my opinion. Do ya una do the right thing? Una know say if una boycott this, the SLPP are going to use this for make the able weaken the APC party or the opposition. Because when I remember the law where the legislation where they put, we bring the PR system, where handicap with today so was done for the same purpose for weakening the APC party. Are we going to continue for do these same mistakes? You may not like Dr. Mankota, but I strongly believe say you like the APC party. And the last thing where you want, you don't want the APC party for weakening. This is not going to help the APC party. It's not. Anybody will tell you, no, they will try for legitimize them, people there, this, that. It's not going to help the APC party. It is going to weaken the APC party. When I remember, I did give a micro example, what may happen before. When I remember after that election, Cambia, where the APC accused the NEC at the time for say then they do things the way they favor the APC party. This same thing boycotts the election came up. Majority of the APC membership then support that idea there. Now few of we now we stand up and say it was a bad idea. How it end up for me? Then go ahead with the boycott. Why not even take long? Then realize say that was a bad idea. Then therefore reverse that. Do we want to repeat the same thing? Do we want to repeat the same mistake over and over and we expect a different result? That is the definition of insanity. So I get for call somebody where I want for interview today. By God's power, you go. We ever see when we yeah, I get for interview somebody, so I'll call him. Let us see if he go able to pick up. But as the phone they try for ring, and they continue for yeah. Hopefully he go pick up. I am telling you this at the company. I don't see a lot of comments they come in. Oh, come on, come on. Let me try call on a cell phone and see. Let me try call on. Yeah. So I get for interview somebody today, and hopefully you go able for maybe not. Now, instead of tell me say la interview. So um hopefully you go able for pick the phone. So as we dey wait for the me guest for today, I just want to continue for educate people them. You may not like Dr. Mankota because of instance them. Hello? Hello? Oh, okay. They try for him. You may not like Dr. Oh. You may not like Dr. Mankota because of instance them. But I believe say you like this party here. Forget about Dr. Mankota. Even if you enemy, if they do something where they benefit the party where we all belong, I think say you get for accept that. You know, if we say we always they go with way to leaders and they do whether then they do wrong good and they do. Hello? Yeah, hey. Oh man, I've been trying for call you for the interview. Are you ready? 10 minutes? Okay, no problem. I didn't have the program. I will call you in 10 minutes. All right. All right. I get for interview Mohammed Bangura. I talked to him then this year after there is some information we come out and say I'm not the only person we not being signed the memorandum of understanding for boycott the election by the parliamentarian. So I get for interview. I say like yeah 10 minutes. So I will give the 10 minutes and we can hearing. This is what I do. I know they just kind of social media and just talk like a dumb person. Anything where they do, and they go through the right channel and try for investigate, try to find out. And that make any time when me come on social media, when I say something, I don't say them kalu things, oh, they say no one like then joke them. But serious things then, I always get a clue what they talk about. Okay. Yeah, let's just put our tell you now. We did this before. It was very, very popular. And in fact, I remember some people they even attack me like the way that one guy attacked me today. And I see somebody back they try for attack me. They say what are they talking? No make sense. I go read the comments. I go read them. Okay. Um it be popular. That boycott, the low boycott this, low boycott this, low boycott that. Say, hey, this is not a big mistake. But man, not a big mistake. You want for make we support something where they come this that way. No. I said, okay. I don't think say it take two elections where we lost another election we supposed to win easily. We lost another one. At the turn away, people then realize say I think that was a big mistake. So they reverse. Well, the damage has already been done because we lost two seats unnecessarily. This is what we are going to do again. You can forget a steady mind and a liberal mind for make you able for see who side some of we the same. If you get closed mind, then it will be very difficult for see who side some of who they say. Okay, so me at the big me leadership chairman Minkailu. I know say when I don't pull the press release. I hope say that press release is just a threat for make sure say the SLPP realize for same. Maybe they need for sit down and discuss with the APC party. But in case that is not going to happen, please when I resend that press release, just like what I do leading to election where when I been get the threats because In Africa, the boycotts, the boycotts democracy. Your opponents want to play boycott so that it will make it very easy for them. It's not like the advanced societies where get this what we call ethical behavior. In Africa, they don't care. They want for make a boycott because that effort way they take, you don't make it easy for them. So please, ladies and gentlemen, please, Chairman Mikhailu Payansane, Lasana Dumbuya, and all the executive NAC, please, may God give una the wisdom for make una do the right thing. Please. Do you have una not follow waiting other people that they say? If you they say now the popular stance now you they follow, most times you can make the wrong mistake because majority of the people they don't know what they talk about. In fact, when you had done, we can just say let we destroy. They don't know at all. As we wait for we guests, I think say last start for go now the comment. After 10 minutes, I will call them. We start with Fatmata Adiatu Kamara. Good afternoon, Dr. Mankota. Good afternoon, my daughter. How are you? Hi, Michael Coker. Wow. Elsa, give you lights, doctor. Yeah, Elsa, give me light. And throughout that this year, after the election, I think saying the nobody wants for make announce the result. That make us want announce the result on what them cut the light. But then this year, it's actually good. They go, but they take a few minutes, they come back. And hopefully hopefully they go give me light. Say I done this program here. Yep, then give me lights. I don't say that they try for satisfy me. Huh? And Michael Koga say, my main problem with the APC is they are constantly lying to their supporters. People like Richard Conte, Akisoya, CD Tunis, and others keep taking their gullible supporters for granted, and that needs to stop. All right, Amidu Kamara, you don't have to support it. This is for the voters whose votes have been stolen and not your selfish guys. We have to put a stop to something. Yeah, I agree with you. I totally agree with you. But can you give me the result? The result where you believe say yes. Now still there's still. I'm not saying they're not still. I'm just trying to make a point. Because the APC party, we get the result, they've not released the results. Do you have any result where you base your argument or now the same foolish social media information or they get? Can you give me the result where you base your argument on? If you're able to give me the results, I will definitely be happy to take a look at that. But they go take something within a social media without any kind of evidential proof, then you use them like a yardstick. This is not the way intelligent people behave. At least this is not the way I behave. Me get the result, but I know this. I know they go ahead of me party. Okay, me get my own result. But we want the APC party because that is an obligation for people like you. So we're very easy to confuse. Now people like for the benefit of una for make the APC party pull that result them. So that when they go out there, like where you come now the public zone, you get evidence for say, hey, when I look up now the evidence, there's still this they rig this election. But it's just the talk say them rig this election without any proof. What's not whose results where you were able for giving, where you will show say yes, indeed, then do it. If the APC party not pull the result. I don't think so you would tell me saying new the result because that we don't discard a long time. Yeah, go watch the previous broadcast about a week ago. about new. So I don't need for even talk about new than you know what they call. So you see, I am working for you. I am trying to fight for you because I believe say you know somebody we're very smart. Amidu Kamara, you're very, very smart. But whose results will they talk about? What did they put a stop? Huh? What did they put a stopper? You not see the results. You say, then they read the election and we need to put a stop on something. On something, what thing are you putting a stop on? Until you receive this result, you're able for take a look at correctly for say, yes, indeed, this result authentic, then still this result. Anything where you're talking about just social media infection. Now way social media don't infect a lot of people like una so. And this is not the way we do things. Okay? Michael Coker. If APC follow through with their threats to boycott parliament, that will be the end of the APC as we know it. The SLPP will have a field day in terms of passing draconian laws to stifle the APC, such as the politicization of the district council election. These are some of the things where people like Whistle they take a look. And the thing here is with a lot of people, the way they support them can't hear, we don't understand. Any law where parliament pass is binding. That law they is binding. As long as the law no violate the the national constitution, is binding. And there are so many laws where SLPP then were able to pass without the presence of the APC parliamentarian, we again for affect you. Okay, me at the talk. If you believe me, fine. If you do not believe me, fine. You don't say why they say I've been say that, but I not be listening. Amidu Kamara. Yes, but we have to speak as one, and this is the reason why all this happening to the party as you don't speak in one voice. I think say if you really want to speak with one voice, you get the truth from your leaders. That's the best way to speak with one voice. Then we get the truth. If we get the truth, you know what thing that happen right now? You know what thing that happen? Everybody getting your story about this issue where they happen so because there is no how do you call that? There is nothing where we're able to bring way as one way they talk about speak as one. There are people who will say, oh, yeah, the election supposed to go to a runoff. There are people who will say the APC party win the election. You know why all the differences here they come? Then different story here. Because the APC party leadership wants for make it be this way. If the APC leadership want for make we speak with one voice, we get the correct information, we speak with one voice. Now, me are the first person where they popularize that. But like what you talk so, speak with one voice. What you want for support? All with if even if you're not getting evidence, if you just the one for support, what's how you patriotism? They if we always they do things this way. So you see, what are the time for talk? The APC leadership able for resolve this problem very quickly. I am telling you. And I'm calling on me own party leadership. Please, please, please forget about the boycott first. Release this with them if we not get them. If we not get them, tell me say we not get this. Let's move on. Let's move on. We have a long way to go. We can do it in 2018 by God's power. This power is coming back to APC. But now we not focus on trying for do things where we very well know say we know they do the right thing for waste with time. And how they were able to speak one voice. Now look what you talk. You talk say, oh, something went wrong. We need to stop something. Why? What did they stop? What did they stop? Anyway, may God help me. Yeah. Look, Shaban, why do you always think that you are right? If you people are a team, work together, agree to disagree, that's why I don't join no group. I listen to programs. Nobody says it's right, Lucretia Bank, in the first place. Nobody. What I am saying, the APC party can resolve this problem very, very easily. We don't need to boycott this election. I want to say this election, this session, because a boycott of this is only given. It just feel like you take your key, your house key, you give them to a thief. Well, you don't need for broke the remote again. Just they go open and go inside. You make it very easy for the thief. So it has nothing to do with whether you are right or you are wrong. Okay, we can resolve this problem very easily. We've forbidden resolve this problem about a week ago, or even more. So it is not about who is right, who is wrong. It's about the interest of the APC party. Okay, Joe Bokari, you cannot support a leadership that doesn't promote the interests of the majority. I was born and bred in Sierra Leone in 1960 and say authoritatively that the APC think its current format is unlikely to be an effective opposition. The old guards need to give way to the youthful generation. Uh, Michael Kuka, Amiru Kamara, do you have proof of any stolen votes? If you do, show it to us. Well, at least in Amiru Greenwich for that one. Amiru Kamara, come on. Okay. Amiru Kamara, SLPP will pass anything they want as Korea has given them two-thirds. And what do you think they will do there? Amiru Kamara, I give you an example, right? In 2000, in 1996, SLPP get, I think it was two-third majority, very close to two-third, if not two-third majority. But what happened? They, they, they live together, work together with the minority peacefully at that time. In 2002, I think they come up with, I think it's a super majority. Did you see any laws pathway actually contravene the constitution? No. In 2007, we get majority because most of the laws that they pass for some of them legislative election legislation, yeah, now just majority, 51 votes. So you don't have to even be super majority. But what will happen? The parliament work amicably with each other with the minority. You see, we they re-emphasize on this particular super majority. It sounds like say if the SLPP or the APC not get super majority, then everything will be fine. Let me tell you one thing, Amidu Kamara, something we don't know. Maybe you know about that, but you try for ignore. Parliament is a club. Okay? Parliament is a club. Where they don't dey, everybody dey first for your own pockets. Whether you did not the minority, you did not the majority. Okay? Now a club. Because you know what? If you not play ball, then when that deal come, oh my, you know they get to. When the deal come, you know they get to. So this emphasis where they lay say, oh, then you able to pass anything where they want for pass. My brother, they're all not the same. Come on, let me make them people there. Let them go represent the people who vote for them. We were able to fix this. Okay. All right, Mr. Dauda, why should the people who voted for the APC be deprived of their parliamentary representation? Very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. All right, Joe Bokari. If the APC parliamentarian fail to take oath, they will be in breach of Sierra Leone Constitution 1991. I think so. I think so. And some of them probably no go ever. I think I tell you earlier saying the APC, if they not be careful, especially leadership, the APC they can slip very slowly into a civil war, something we all know they pray for. Because you see them people here, we not the first, not the least, we get for go take oath. If they not take oath, then breach that constitution, they not go ever hold position again. That's I don't know. So just imagine how that's them people in they go feel. Some of them are young boys them, young people them. So they're not going for make that happen. Anyway, but you bring up a very good point, my brother. Amiru Kamara, just procedure polling votes by data if the votes are not stolen. Just produce polling votes by Amidu. The vote was produced by ECSL. The vote was produced by ECSL, my brother. Why? Okay. Why you think say, I don't explain to you, say, from the polling, what they call them, give each person the votes na the polling station, each representative, a day. They make a lot of like say the ECSL just go and call, he go mumble everything, then he go announce so. The vote was produced. Now we only as an now get the responsibility for make the able to show we the vote we then get. ECSL don't put their own vote. They don't put their own vote. We don't even care about ECSL right now. I care about me own leadership. Make them give me the vote we then get. So that we go able to use them as a yardstick. But they talk like you don't even understand how the procedure works. Anyway, now waste of time. Anyway, let me just move on. M. Luxin Usman Mansari, sir, we followers of your program really disappointed at you. Like what? Tell me that. Because I tell you, say, I know want for make we go make we boycott. Disappoint. Not say we will say me. Okay, not say we, say me. Because I say I don't want for make we party boycott this. Well, sorry if you disappointed at me, but this is the beauty of democracy. Your opinion, if I say this no, I disappointed at your opinion because na dumb opinion, I violate your rights for to expression. So can you give me the same right? The one where I give so for express yourself? Please, let's have this common terms, okay? You get the right for express you and call. Your opinion might be different from mine, but the right way you get now the right way I get. That right way you get now the APC, now the right way I get now the APC. If me believe say there is a mistake for boycott the election, you believe say now the right thing for boycott the election, we all get that right there. Not so. Why are you disappointed? Or you want for dictate for me now? Is that a best way for exercise your democracy, for stifle the other people their opinion because they're contrary with yours? Come on, man. Come on. You want the way get sense, way they agree with how they talk so. I like them disagree with me, then they go sit down and begin to think, this guy, what did they talk so? I'm like saying that's true. I strongly believe that. Okay. So if you disappoint at me, now your business down there. All right, Joe Buckhalim. Remember, we have proportional representation. By taking oath, they will not be legitimate or they will not be legitimizing the SLPP government. They will be honoring their constitutional duties to the people that voted for them. There will be nothing to negotiate with the APC party. Luku Shaban, I like the SLPP, good and bad or bad. Majority follow their leaders. I don't have anything to lose in Sierra Leone. I am happy and comfortable. All we want is peace and the way forward for the people there. Well, Luku Shaban, people like we so we have everything to lose na APC na ya. Why say APC na salon na ya. You know why? Some of we are victims of the civil war we happen. We have a bitter story about that one day, how we suffer till God get for save we. The last thing we need now is another unnecessary chaos in this country here. So we don't want that at all. So we have a lot to lose, some of we. All right, Michael Coker. Amiru Kamara, you need to make use of the free education as a standard. As it stands now, the SLPP does not have two-thirds votes. 100 votes are needed for two-thirds. Does the math 149 MPs? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. All right. Let me try again. Me man, sometime you go down with them call now. Remember, the APC represents only 37%. Honorable.
Yes.
How are you?
Hello.
Thank you very much. Can you ready for me?
Yes.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Honorable Mohamed Bangura, as we are all been reading on social media, we a lot of information they go around, talk saying that the only person we refuse for signed that memorandum of understanding for say all the members of parliament not supposed for participate now this government. So I've been getting a chance for call Mohamed Bangura, and I want for know what thing actually they go on. So he been tell me say la I interview and so that he go able to give you version. So this is the reason why you see Mohamed Bangura at this program today. So Mr. Bangura, thank you very much for coming at the program.
Thank you very much.
So what actually happened? Tell me about exactly what happened.
Leone, good evening. You know what's happening at APC is pathetic. It's pathetic in the sense that something they have in somebody, you know, they no idea, no clue. Because of hatredness, people in begin call and cause. People in the talk with not sabi, people in the right with not sabi. About sick and fed up with that kind of attitude in a political party. All over the world, somebody they belong in a society who say they will able to share ideas then and disagree with the status quo.
Yep.
And agree for the interest of the party. If you would say a political party, always people where if they disagree with them, but something where you must say is your right. And I know this one is not right. When you disagree with them, they no will only look you their idea. The supporters then, we don't get approved. They cost you, they rate you, they put you down. That has been happening time and time and time in number.
I hear you.
What happened day before yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
All right. The 30th of June, APC executive, they meet, they issue a press release. We see, then we boycott all governance matters with the AP, with the SMPP. They take this decision at a time when they just announced the presidential elections. The parliamentary, the mayoral, and the chairman and local council, they don't be announced it at all. They don't make a statement. They already come out with a position paper that this is what we intend to do. That we know what in parliament, we know what in next city council. All right, when I see that press release, Some of the man they were concerned. We say no, you're not right. You're not right at all. The press release is premature. Therefore, don't wait. Make Kone announce all the results before they come out with a press release, before they come out with their position paper. We say coming with a press release of this nature, it undermines the party instability. It exposes we to enemies. Then what we SLPP and Kone do? Exactly. Then postpone and the date for announce parliamentary and councillors to another date. Only for give themselves time when they put the numbers and give themselves a super majority. Believe me, this election not be rush. But in this, they will be SLP na parliament. Now we be authority. Because look at Karine. Karine get 8,600 votes the entire district. From the 20th, the 30th to them APC issue press release. So the time where they can announce the results now, you don't go to 19,000. Who said they go pull that vote? If we get over 20,000, we not get no 60. For Troko, who said they get 27,000, they give themselves 4 seats. In Western Oban, get no seats in Western Oban. They get 5 seats.
Yeah.
At least for with now come the sense a very family reservation about the decision we they take. I call the PRO, the same thing. I call the organizing secretary. Eventually, then they call meeting. They say, once we all in the party office, MPs, and chairman.
Mm-hmm.
This is an opportunity for me to make a go tell them what they are so saying. This decision will not take premature. I tell them they expose me to SLPP. So go for the meeting. Apparently, Mikano don't already know see when you come at the meeting, short questions of concern they come from the MPs. They will have basket because of the action they take. Now you say, they entertain no discussion. They entertain no discussion. The topic is they only come for inform we that this is the stand of the party and for abide on that. Any attempt by any member for go against that decision, it is big agree there for instance. This now was exactly. It said they go use 77K and pull on a parliament, which of course is not possible. So he intimidated, he talk a lot of things then. Over 1 hour, 20 minutes, and the monologue. The chairman. We don't know. Pity for them. I need meeting with that. I said, we'll talk. So left other MPs, they left. I went to home, and they already answered. I didn't want them to call me. He said, honorable. He said, I'm at office now. What are you doing? That's it. I was able to. He said, but if I come, if I don't have to sign that committee, I don't communicate. They communicate for our positions that we not will take part na parliament. I said, I said, I will not go there. I said, for many reasons. Number one, they're all the way under Naosa the regional. Yeah. Number two, we go to the meeting. The chairman will even allow for more talk. How will we go for a meeting like that? I said, no, go there. And we're not able to sign that document. So talk to Jimbo, he done. At the moment I don't talk that talk there. Don't get 10 minutes. Social media is awash with the issue, with meaning. They don't send the press release to social media. Then they call me. But people be in a party office, I left at them. You call me a crime. Then in a party office. They begin talk, say me a stitch, me a snitch, me na me they undermine the party, me na that, then me for real. What answer? Hey, barrage of forces. They begin curse me, papa. They say they will go attack me in my house. They go attack me in my office. They go attack me everywhere.
Wow. So, do you really they in support of this boycott?
Make us say this clearly. It's not about support or not. Yes, to answer you directly, I am in support of the APC on temporal measures, not to attend parliament. So in that way, we can force the SLPP for sit down and dialogue. You understand?
Yeah.
But yeah, for sit down and dialogue.
So
we fully agree that we should not go to parliament until the SLPP dialogue.
This was exactly in other members then tell me for say that is the hope. But on the 13th, all the members of parliament they get for go take oath. If the APC no go, you not think say that's therefore be a constitutional issue for the APC?
Well, listen, my brother, it is all the questions that they will be need for discourse. Other MPs that they win are pressure in parliament.
Yep.
We don't know what them things they do. All of them questions that they now will be need for post to the chairman that if we not go, what will be the repercussion? If it is that, what will be that?
Yeah.
All of that will be one the leadership clarity on the matter. They know if engage with. And this now should I do the other side?
Mm-hmm.
I was the only voice we say back for a meeting, say more boycott the census. And I stood, I said, no boycott the census. More go take part, more register.
Mm-hmm.
At that time again, they bash me. They say me don't mind the party. I am a friend with Mother Bill. Now you can left the example. And the census results come out. Western area, what's the situation now? Both Kenya and register past Western area.
Yeah.
They take system, they clear and Kailau based on the census report. If you will register for that census report, what where you forget additional seats in the Western area because it's overpopulated.
Yep.
Overpopulated.
Yep.
So those are all the Sam who don't raise to APC executive. Will not give it chance.
So I was
any rightful person we consider with effective who feel say things are okay with short an organization.
Yeah. So I was able to talk to some legal people now within the APC party where this year come, and within are able to understand from them is if the APC party not go take oath, automatically the SLPP go take they fill in the seats them, the 54 seats because the second party now the election now ain't supposed to fulfill the seat them if the first party not able to fulfill the seats them in. So it been suggest say we now go take this oath if like the temporary one at the talk so let now go take this oath on the 13th and we now stay because if we don't go take oath we now get about 90 days before ever there's any requirements. When I get 90 days not to so these are some of the things we are supposed for don't discuss.
Not only 90 days. Yes, these are some of the things. You get 30 cities. 30 cities of parliament.
30 sittings, okay.
Where a member of parliament absent the parliament.
Mm-hmm.
You are out of parliament. Because of that requirement, if you will not go 28 sitting, 29 sitting, you go to parliament, you still take your seat. But this one is different because they don't vote for we.
Mm-hmm.
Until you take the oath of office, you are not a member of parliament.
Yes.
You're not a member of parliament. So that law, they're not going to apply for we at all. Because we're not a member of parliament.
Yeah.
They will go to the second person.
Exactly.
They will go to the second person. So me for advise them, if you be give it chance, for say, all right, take an oath, no means say you take part of governance.
Yep.
Take an oath, it's a different thing. It's a different thing. Sitting in the well of parliament, debating, which means it don't help SLPP, it don't contribute to the governance system. So now make be say, if they be given chance, I for say no, more go take oath, who come on a parliament. Because so take oath, who come on a parliament, they get for pick a speaker right there. We are not there again. Now only SLPP. After they pick a speaker, they get for come for appointment of the president. The president he nominees them. We not go there again. They get for discuss road. We not go there again. All other things then. But my brother, because the executive not they think, and I say this, they not they think on many occasions, they take then they show them without sitting and think. Now don't lead you to say
Honorable, what's not the impact? Honorable, what's not the impact on this type of decision on the party itself, either in the short term or the long run? Hello?
To be honest,
Yeah.
it will not be good. Yes, it's not get for good at all. You get me?
I get you. Yeah, they get you clearly.
Hello?
Yeah, they get you.
It's not get for good at all. Because if the aim of this action, okay, so as they say, until SLPP meets to the request of the party, that is A, for conduct fresh elections. B, make electoral commissioner, IG, this possible resign. My brother, we have to be bold enough for sit down and accept the fact that those are unrealistic demands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No way Africa, in the whole continent, was so. A president don't conduct election. He announced himself. He swore in. He don't form a government. He say make he resign. Well, why don't say make the men conduct election back fresh? Now you say you don't recognize the courts. Now you say you know they go to courts. But the only institution where can sanction back another election, now the Supreme Court.
Yep.
The president, by constitutional right, he don't get the power to call for a fresh election. ECSL don't get the power to call a fresh election. It's only the courts. When matter go to court, the court say that I has the right. ECSL they commit crime. So as a result, this election is not legal. We have to conduct election in 90 days. But now we're going to court.
Yeah.
So how we go conduct another elections? We have to pronounce, we have to make that judgment today. The international community not go make it for we.
Nope.
The American not go come out and can't tell Mother Biossi come out.
Nope.
The best they can do, pass and impose sanction. Sanction that the people they suffer. Like they did in Guinea, they did in Mali. But all over the world, there is a way in which the government also they bypass their sanctions.
Oh yeah.
They become a rogue government.
Yep.
So who's our start as a party? Take the matter of courts. Even though they no rule against you on many occasions.
But that's the only court we get. All right.
Yes.
Yeah. So Honorable, I want to ask you one very important question. Do you think the executive they listen to the legal people where they advise this party, or the legal people then they fail the executive for advise them on some of them matters here, then legal matters here? Which actually na the problem here?
Well, I don't know. All I know is both of them have problems. Me no do law. I have no idea on legal matters. For this matter, I also have the idea. Because I don't need to be a lawyer.
Yep.
For make I know see the Supreme Court now they make this election right. So if you're not able to advise the executive or the executive not able to advise the Fed, so but now both of them fault. The action they make plenty APCM that they suffer.
Mm-hmm.
All the one the way they cost on social media, always overseas, we not Sabi Mohammed, no know the case. They cost me, bash me, say me na traitor, me na underminer, me na this that. Me na name me one MP, don't give them MP, one alone, the APC, we also suffer this Mohammed Bangura. One party, that's from the SLP. In parliament, now me they go beat them pull with it. Now me lead the demonstration against Father Bill Party government. Now me lead the party, now me lead the party office. Therefore protect the party between the supporters, the party office, and the OSD for 1 hour 20 minutes with the tear gas. Nobody not be there. Nobody new party party not be there. Kama Medugu. They indict 5, including Dr. Sabura Kamara, Yasane, and 3 honorables. Now, me are the only one where they single out, where they enforce that indictment, they charge me in a court. I spent 15 days in a CID, 16 days in a central prison. Up to now, Monday, now I go court. They tell me what they Caesar. They Caesar. Up to now, in a court. So all they want, the way they go and criticize, they say me na snitch, me na mother bill in party, me na SLPP. They don't know what they're doing. I swear to God in this day, they are not left here care for them.
Well,
If you want my SLPP, I don't be like Bisopo. I don't be like Alpha. I don't be like Moja Kakai. The rest of the list goes on.
yeah.
But I stood.
Well, the thing with
because I disagree with the party executive, me I stood.
well, you not you angry no more. Even some of we will not even hold no position. We are ordinary members. Then where we sometimes we can disagree certain things the way they happen, then they attack we. So, well, it's part of the game because I understand. Say not to everybody we able for civil side. Some of we they see. And if you get for belong, you get for I expect for say there are people where then they see but they're blind. So I really sorry that some of this here
My brother and listeners, make us say this. It should not be like that. Any party will not get respect, where views are not tolerated. You can think twice.
right.
All over the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can think twice.
Yeah. Well, so what do you think, say, Nina, the way forward for this party here? Because we are in a crossroad right now, and I dey see even a civil war is brewing within the party. Because if this year backfire, we go begin get this civil war, blaming each other, pointing fingers. Then we go back with the state where we've been there for the past 5 years. What's in the way forward here?
Definitely the backfire.
Oh, it backfire. No, I know.
Action in the backfire.
I know.
Because look at the councils. The councils, in fact, are the easiest for government take with councils. If they don't go, the president appoints a caretaker. Right there. They are different with parliament. The laws are there.
Yep.
So this is why they backfire. And they backfire.
Yeah. I did pray to God for make we leaders that they able to see reason why them kind decision, yeah, not a decision where they take lightly, not a decision because you angry, you get emotional problem, you take them kind of decision, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because at the end of the day, now millions of people they win are members of the APC, now they get for suffer. So
Already, my brother, is for that information. Already, people that don't go to court, like some former MPs, they don't take the party to court.
well, look at that. This is not breaking news. I don't even know about that.
Oh, I tell you that now. I tell you, they don't take them to court. They say they don't get the constitutional right for the bar for tell we members of parliament when the people they don't go vote, they not get the right for cartel and them not go take part in the governance. The winners, this system here so where they are against we so. As the matter going to court tomorrow, they will interpret them.
Oh yeah.
When they interpret them on their favor, what do they do? If the power say, well, I don't breach the law like they did the last time, either the party na him go seize at that moment there.
Yeah, it very scary. And I dey see there are people waiting on social media where they not even get no clue what thing they go on. Then become so angry, so violent. You know, me today they attack me past how many times. You know, they attack me past how many times. Even this broadcast, there are people where they tell me say, me don't know what they talk about. All them kinds of things. But it's okay. Now the party will like. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the party will elect. Well, we're not going to elect the party past week. Past week, self. All over the world. Now, only Salon now see people they behave this kind of way. Only Salon. It's not happening in Guinea. It's not happening in Liberia. It's not happening in any other part of the world. The country where they don't so. They see how democracy they operate.
Yeah.
If he thinks that the party not right, he see that one person left, he go to another party. If he left, he go to another party. Every day. They see person then in party, he disagree with the government. You almost the whole government for us. Almost.
Yeah.
Almost. They fear. They enjoy that system. They live with that system. But we can't in the country, politics, they think differently.
Yeah.
So yeah, we know the other. We are part of the problem. Because we don't see
the diaspora.
How democracy they operate.
Yeah.
We don't see how democracy operates.
Yeah. Well, I pray to God for make God able to give reason to them people there, let them know say this boycott is unnecessary and a disaster for the APC party. Because imagine where the SLPP don't hold everything, then begin pass laws them. Look where them pass the PR system where affect we today. So, you know, so let alone now then they control everything. That's not a disaster for the APC party.
Oh yeah. Yes.
All right, Honorable. What's you get any last word we want to tell the viewers them?
So I get for tell the viewers them. Somebody not go surprise if he read tomorrow say Honorable don't do something. Because we tell a family man. I get name. If I don't get name to you, but I get name to me people. For then a party all term, just imagine, all term na Mohamed Bagura you know more than anything. Now Mohamed Bagura you know the cause. But the executives also, they do things that will not damage this party and they are still doing it. Nobody knows it talk. At some point, it will get to a point where you could say, you know, I need a break. This party has all the time, they bash at me, they do this, they say anything I do, they say wrong. I would think twice.
All right, Mr. Mohammed Bangura, thank you very much for Canada program. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I will talk to you back later. Bye.
All right.
Wow. All right, that was Mohammed Bangura, we now be member of Parliament na the last parliament, and na member of parliament elect na this um parliament wey we get for council, but we don't know it how that get for happen. Um, I not been don't tell una for say the APC party if you will not take them, you're gonna civil war. Now, Mohammed just don't tell me say as we they speak, some members of parliament already don't take the party in our courts. This is a breaking news for we. Self, you know. So these are some of the things, you know, you just get for be a good observer, somebody way analytical for make you able to predict things the way they happen or way get for happen, you know. Uh-oh. What happened with what happened with the okay, okay. So as una all don't see, una don't hear Mohamed Bangura, there are people, members of parliament. As Mohamed Bangura tell we say, he say when they go for this meeting here, the chairman when Aminkalu Kamara, he not agree for anybody talk. He just go tell them say anybody, this not the position of the APC party. Anybody we no follow, then they do something for pull that person there. So now, according to him, some people then don't already take the APC party go to courts because they say they not get no constitutional rights. I don't know how true it is, but if this is the case, the prediction where they tell Una then this year, now end up begin for happen. So I think I talk about this today because I already the rumor for say yes, there is some kind of disagreement, serious disagreement they go on within the APC party. I talk about the TPN forum and I say if we not be careful, the APC party they go back to civil war. And now Mohamed Bangura just don't come confirm that. Say yes, indeed, there are people who don't begin take the APC party. How long would they pan this, ladies and gentlemen? How long? How long? You know, how long? Where some of we they talk, then say, oh, you know, they support the party. No, they support the party. Actually, if you look, my people like we so they support the party because and they do this not for me own interest, not for me. Not, one day, like I tell you now, one day Dr. Mankotano come and ask for position at the APC party. One day. In fact, an Escoma in government, this Bienta before the end of the government, they actually be one offer me a position. They did. Director of communication, na State House. But I look at the way things are going. No. Imagine if me na somebody we greedy, somebody we selfish, somebody we just defend for himself. So you look at me, when you don't know me, you will just feel say, oh, this person, this, oh, this person, that. No, 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 no. I sacrifice myself for the party. I sacrifice me on interest if another person. So hell with whether the APC go down, as long as me the benefit, I don't care. But that's not the way me they do things. Okay? That I make. What they do? I go now they pay me. You like me? Fine. You hate me? Fine. But every single time I come out on social media or on my program, I warn the APC party, say, "Let will not do this. If the APC do, and then this year." For nearly 2 decades, I have been right. I have always been right. In the Western society, 99 people in the millions of dollars and they pay them. Somebody will actually they see far and analytical. Then people then they pay millions of dollars for consultation. But in fact, the APC party that cost the cost we that cost the cost we. You know, so I just imagine. I don't know whether tell me say me, yeah, say me no know which are they do what they call. All right, let's continue with this. I don't know which are they again, but hopefully I will able to catch up. Remember under Pakaba, I think Nadia there. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Nadia there. Joe Bokari. Remember the APC represents only 37.25%. What you mean? I don't know. I know Joe Boka. I don't know what you mean. All right, Joe Bokari. Remember, under Pakaba, APC disrupted his rule by the insurrection and coup. Okay. Sure, so I agree with you. You can't run. You must engage. Exactly, my brother. This is the point where they try to talk about. In a democratic system, you know, you run away. When you run away, now somebody they can't make decision for you. Somebody, and sometimes the decision when the person they can't make for you, you know, like but you get for be out with that decision because you run away. Democratic process no need cowards. You stay there and fight. And that's exactly how they try to tell people about, oh boy, we get people the way they don't go barefoot na social media and they just they go cause people their way they not even know them people then they. All right, Peter Dawda say if the APC parliamentarians abstain from what? I think parliamentarians who decide to stay at home will not be paid. Well, not to that one no more, you know. You don't hear waiting Mohamed Kamara say. Amidu Kamara again. All paramount chiefs always vote with the administration. They are just there to support the government of the day. So anything they want is going to be passed. The last parliament, they don't have the number and they forced a speaker. Now they have the numbers, let them have it. For your free education, you can have it as it's just a lip service. Michael Coca idea paso. All right, Ma'am, Amidu Kamara. You see, life is not always about winning. It's about principle. It's about resilience. If you always think about life, life is always about winning, you will put yourself in trouble. There are times when you compromise. There are times when you not compromise. There are times when you lose, not because you're weak, but you need things to happen. So life is not always about, and especially when it comes to democracy, democracy is very, very complex. Okay, let me give. So sorry if you see me face half. Sorry, because the the messages sometimes can cover me. So let me give an example. Democracy is very, very complex. A lot of people they don't understand. Okay, for example, what did they try to talk about? So some of una we go do government, okay? Na high school. Me do government na high school actually. And I do political science now college. Um there are processes to pass a bill, especially in a salon, parliamentary bills, right? You get to go through certain committees, just like any congress or something, right? Each of them committees, then they then get minority, then get majority people that we belong to that committee there. So before even the what they call they go to the floor, again for go through down and they now they negotiation, they now they good judgment, they now they good relationship with the bill for make sure say sometimes you they see in America, for example, the minority can still able for influence certain decisions. Not all decisions, but certain decisions then. So it's all about there's a reason why them bring people them together in that house them. So then we're able to work amicably, irrespective of whether not the majority or whether not the minority. If them people then they work for the benefit of the country, then go put their party aside and work for the benefit of the country. It doesn't matter whether not majority or minority. We they see in the United States, people certain bills and they way both the majority and the minority that they vote for that bill there unanimously. Why don't we start thinking about that? We just they look at win, 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 win. There's so many things, my brother. But some of them I don't know what's in the goal. All right, Michael Hindova Lagao Morovia. The APC is causing serious problem that might lead them to another opposition come 2028. That is my concern, my brother. If we not be careful, like we Adoyeri say now, less than 1 month after the election, we don't begin go back in the courts. we don't begin go back na court. Eh, it is sad. But anyway, let me try round up because I get for I get for go eat something. It's 10:30, 10:32 now. I just dey try for round up quickly. I'm not going able for what they call all the messages because there are too many. A lot of messages from both YouTube and Facebook. A lot of messages, hundreds of them messages, and they maybe not all. I have never voted in Sierra Leone by Luku Shaban. I have never voted in Sierra Leone. I don't even know how Sierra Leone look. I heard about the war and the after effect. It's bad. Please let there be peace. Thank you very much. Social, so you boycott at your own peril. No, don't go boycott by God's power. God will give uh, sense to we leaders them and make sure say everybody go to parliament by God's power. I strongly get that hope there anyway. Yaya Kamara, this man is indeed a political analyst. Well, thank you very much for that. Some people they say me now. Some people then say me now this, me now that. Thank you very much for that. Michael Hindover La Lagao Monrovia. APC asked their supporters not to take part in the last census. At the end, when the results came out, they cried. They are doing similar things for asking their members not to take part in governance. Yeah, Joe Bakari. Gerrymandering is what APC did by socially engineering and increase the districts in the north. What they failed to realize where people are voting based on policies, it was not a guarantee APC victory. For the next year, SNPP will continue to serve voters in the north and northwest to neutralize the tribalists that APC depends on as a tool. Hmm. August Fagost. PR system clearly show how dysfunctional the APC is. The APC has lost all its credibility on how to function as a reliable party. APC then get good, intelligent, smart people then. I think the problem we'll get is we'll get too many emotionally detached people then, or emotionally unstable people them. And then people in it, then loud past the smart people them. Then they cause the problem we get. But in any case, we go first. For the camera say, is it I are not patriotic to you party? I don't know what in this one say for the camera now for refine your statement. Michael Coker, why is APC afraid to go to court or release their RRF? They know very well that they lost in a landslide, but lying to their supporters, shame on them. I, Musu K. Johnson, Joe Bakari, the same youthful generation causing serious problem today in my country. So please ask God for a good leader, not a ruler. A boss, not a ruler. Yeah, I agree with you, my sister. Michael, they did not even set up a tally center. They are just fooling their voters, bunch of dishonest adults. Yeah, man, now for be careful with we. When they go after we too much. I understand content. Are you okay? Because all what you are saying is rubbish, stupid, and fool. If you did not have anything to do, it's better you go and sleep. Alusign again. Alusign. Man, now for be careful, man. We are all brothers here. We don't tolerate hate speech here. Okay? Joe Bakari, we will be happy for them to boycott parliament. Abdul Kabum, you go there. APC has taken their decision. Hey, now Abdul Kabu, who's Abdul Kabu this? I don't think say na the honorable this so. Nine? Joe Bakari, yeah. If they do, they easily give us the two-third threshold to amend parts of the constitution. That is the danger here. You know. All right. Abdul Saidu. The APC did not go to court in 2023 election. Point of correction, sir. Yeah, they did. They did. We go to court, my brother. We go to court. We just know we just withdraw, but we go to court. actually. Unisa Elias Alim Conte. Marcella gets everything pa. Marcella don't run away. Marcella don't run away. It afraid. Uh, sure, so thank you for being honest. I appreciate the fact you stay with facts. Well, that's how it's supposed to be. Isa S. Fofana, stop misinforming the public. The APC went to court before the election for Kone and ECSL regional commissioner to resign. They never went to court for the results. Okay, right. Abubakar Sawane, Sierra Leone is a country. Sierra Leone is a country. Saying the truth, you are enemy. After gaining success, you are the best. Failure in your failed setup, regret, and failure will always also be by you. Political party is not a club or for one tribe or for one set of people or for one person or for gangsters based and inciting, intimidating, causing, spitting, bad politics, tribalism, unacceptable, baseless, senseless, and undone. APC need to restructure from all tribes and intelligent, patriotic, godly, elite people and get set. But this guy, right? So, all right, Joe, yeah, yeah, the cap. Yeah. Joe Bakari, Alusain, he is saying the truth. There was no prospect of APC winning the election. They did not even campaign in the southeast. They allowed the SLPP to penetrate their stronghold. They were mercilessly beaten in Kono. SLPP had seats in Posloko, Falaba, Freetown, Koinadugu, Kambia, Tonkolele. So, brothers, tell me, how did the APC expect to win? Don't forget, before the election, they told their voters not to register for the census and the election. Put our number. No, not now. All right. Ajibu Koka. Anything you say, they will never accept their faults. Okay. Thomas Kondo, are you guys really ashamed of yourself? All right. Michael Koka, Joe Bakari, Freetown is no longer the stronghold of the APC. They only beat us by a little over 100,000 votes, and that margin will reduce in 2028. They are gradually going to extinction. Come on, man. We were able to bounce back by that time. B. Leone, Dr. Mankota, you don't seem to be making sense to me. There are a few parameters here that underpin AP's decision to boycott the governance of BO for the following reason. One, the counting and inputting stages was not transparent and non-participatory. Two, Kone announced an election result that was, according to his claim, 60%. Three, Kone is mandated to provide the disaggregated voters' results by each polling station. Four, APC can't provide the RRF form before ECSL when ECSL provide their final. Okay, well, Billion, thank you very much for your opinion. I understand. Okay, but if you've been listening to me, maybe you come late. I don't think so you come late, in fact, because I see you earlier. I don't think so you've been listening to me. And I don't want to go far on that, but I tell you, say, after the result is released, my brother, the APC get the right for release their own results. Because first of all, they say they're not trust Kone, not so. They're not trust Kone. That's what we said. So if we not trust Kone, then we get the results. Why don't we just simply release our results? Why do we have to wait for somebody we already say will not trust? Does that make sense to you? So this small simple explanation already 4 points where you put. We no need for wait connect for give the disaggregated form. So I know say there's some people don't begin jealous me. So what I can do, I can't try complete right now because the light they go off and on. So I think say they don't begin mess up. All right, let's go to quickly Mohamed Zappa Dumbuya. My own opinion, they should be in parliament. If not, I agree with you, my brother. Edward AC say, una no know waiting una preso they go through self. Lamin Lee, brother, thanks so much. You are a patriotic Sierra Leonean because of your analysis. Margaret Sisse, Mada Bio is the problem maker in Sierra Leone. Delete Bio from Sierra Leone. Peace will be restored. Joseph Mada Ngia Lemo Nyale. You know, okay, you go die if na president Bio you know one say. Edward AC say, no to una talk make we dey go parliament o. Wetin una dey yagba ba? Na pressure. Alright, Rita Strange. Hey, Bobo. Bobo, he give thumbs down. Alright, Joseph Mada Ngia Lemon Nyale. President Bio no care about una go one na parliament. We dey pray make una boycott sef. Make una bet una finger blood no comot. Edward AC say, why Bio send for go big Anes Margaret say, supporting Bio, you guys are prepared to boil stones for rice. The time is coming very soon. The police and army salaries is from the international body. Bio did not inform his people about the rise and their salaries is from them. Fatuke, in your dream, una 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 kia de pre una I don't know. Okay. Me that created not Sabian. Anyway. Hmm. Joe Bakari, why don't you use the delete button to delete him? Fumba Kane, all what APC is doing is not necessary again. In fact, Mada is now thinking of fulfilling on his promises. Joseph, Madam, you are not serious at all. Sierra Leone is the only place where an opposition ally praying for its nation to be banned just because their party is not in governance. Funny people. God go disgrace una all we no mean all we no mean good, no mean well for this nation. Amen. Mata Bangura is watching. Hi, Mata Bangura. Thank you very much for watching. And I really appreciate everybody in your opinion, with the exception of one Hassan Al Hassan or something, maybe one for use a little bit of harsh statement. But I see everybody is expressing an opinion, and that is very good in a democratic system. You know, when if we able for tolerate individual opinion, then the country will be good. Because if I respect your opinion, you respect my opinion. To be honest with you, we are going to live in a harmony. But when one person believes say your opinion supersede the other opinions and are they problem they can are they first they come, you know. So what will they do? What will they do? Shall I close the program? Oh yeah, I think it's necessary now for close the program. I don't did it for nearly 2 hours. Okay, I don't spend 2 hours with Una, and I really appreciate the company because it makes me belong. It makes me part of society. It makes me part of the discussion, and I hope, say you also feel the same thing. Um, well, what's my last word where I want to say here before I close this program? Again, to my own party, the APC party. The APC party na a popular party. The APC party na a formidable party. Okay? So we leaders need to do the right thing. A good leader is somebody where they do the right thing instead of following the popular notion. If the APC party not listening to people like we get the the sacrifice for stand up and tell the APC party say this is good, this is wrong, that one is fair, and um let we take from them three options here and get the best for the party. We are going to have a big problem now the APC party. And no matter what you think about Dr. Mankota, this particular person, now one of the few people that are the APC, we get the bold mind every time when things they go wrong, they come out and try for advice. This not the only not the few people there, among the few people there, where things go right, they come and praise with leadership. But if your own way of being a member of an organization like a political party is always to support, irrespective of waiting this consequence of your support, then you are not doing a favor to the institution where you belong. These leaders are human beings. They get emotions like any of us. And then they get pressure most of the time because so many influences that they come around, then they flow around. So it's very easy for when somebody emotionally, you know, detached, and they make mistake. You know why then they pay people then for make them be advisors to leaders like presidents and chairman and other things. Now because people they understand say when a leader is under pressure, they need people that way will able to calm and down, able for redirect them to the right path. That is why they are paying advisors a lot of money. So if some of we get this particular tenacity for come out and advise the APC party, say this is wrong, this is right, this is wrong, this is fair, you don't need for hate me for that. Look at what I tell you. If I say something, it go wrong, I say another thing, it go wrong, I say the third thing, it go wrong, then you go say, well, this person, not a person we actually would listen to. But the person don't tell you something for say, now this night it happened, it happened. The second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the 10th, the 20th. If then people they had forget to now a political party like the APC party. Especially if that person is not selfish. We had forget to. Please. Minkalu Mansari, yes, ane. Lasana Dumbuya. Do ya? Do ya wanna prevent another disaster for the APC party? The APC party don't go so much this past 5 years. Let we not go back. Let we not go back now. Then kind situation and then let's work together. If we do the right thing, the first person where they come and defend una they talk for una na Dr. Mankota. I don't do it so many times. So many times. So if I dey see say this particular decision we una want take, na decision we no good, do ya No hate me that. No hate me because of that. I just want to be as transparent, as fair as possible, as genuine as possible. Okay? They are big. All right? I just said, okay. Today is the first time following you, and I enjoy listening to you. Thank you for speaking the truth. Well, thank you very much too, because this is a discussion. This is an interaction between me, and Una. That make I dey read Una with them because I am not the the smart person in this room. Everybody where they watch, where they contribute is smart too. And when we they interact this way, I go able to learn from you and you learn from me. If we disagree, make disagreements be mutual or respectful. And if that is the case, we will able for become better people. And one thing we are always advise me citizens them. I'm talking about everybody in a salon. We in a salon here. Do you? Patriotism is the key for development and success in any country. If you don't like your country, you know go want good things than Canada country. Then. Okay? So let we be patriotic. I know say this new generation, well, from we own generation, say, we not been meet that civic education again. Not the curriculum na school. I think say the need for reinstitute that na school, na the curriculum. Because now they make people they don't know the worth of patriotism. Everybody so focused on your own party, you know, care. So do you have my brothers and sisters? We are big. I'm talking about the APC folks. We are when I think it better now we talk about the mistakes then we want for happen so that we able to avoid that. Then we see don't wait after the mistake don't happen. It would be very difficult for reverse the mistakes then they. So let we preempt to we leaders and say, this is what we need to do, and this is what we think are the right thing. Well, if they're listening, fine. If you're not listening, fine. As long as me don't clear my conscience, I tell them now what's not the right thing. They left to the APC party now. Will they behind them? And see that they lead, will they behind them? Will they behind them? But remember, if you make a deliberate mistake, I will not say an intentional mistake, but if you make a deliberate mistake for destroy this party, you are going to be held responsible. You are going to account for them deliberate mistakes they did. Okay? That's Namion advices to the APC party. All right? Well, I just want to say good night. Here is 10:07, 11:07 right now. So I don't over um, do this. And I like it. So good night.